Welcome to the Harris Show. I'm your host, Jamal Radio Rahim, with my sister and co-host, Angie Ang.
Good, what's good?
So the news has been popping this last couple of weeks. We got so many topics. So we're going to hit on the first one being the Michael Orr situation. So for those who don't know, Michael Orr is a former NFL player that they made the movie The Blind Side with Sandra Bullock about. He always has hated that movie. That's something I've known. I didn't know to the extent to how much he hated it, but I always known that he hated it because I've seen interviews with other, like his teammates. And I listen to like podcasts all the time. But Michael Orr's basic situation is he was adopted, quote unquote, adopted into a family in Mississippi, a conservative family in Mississippi.
A white family. He was a black man adopted by a conservative white family in Mississippi.
And then it was all displayed in the movie The Blind Side. And there was also a book written about this that inspired
Who wrote it?
I forgot the author's name. I had it written down too.
Oh, wasn't it someone in the family?
No, it was, the guy was a family friend.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The dad used to play basketball at Ole Miss, the school that Michael Orr ended up going to. That's a lot to say that he is suing them because he's saying that like they tricked him. What are your thoughts on that?
First, I did not know he did not like that movie. It's so crazy because cause at the end of the movie, you know how they have him in there for his draft and stuff. So when I see stuff like that, I just assume like, oh, like, you know, he supports the project and blah blah blah. But now that I'm older, I'm like, they could have just took that clip and put it in there, like, without his permission, because it's a public.
All they need is the NFL permission. They don't need his permission.
Yeah, now that I'm like processing that, I'm like, oh shit. So the fact that he didn't like that movie is very telling because it's supposed to be based on true events and it's very loosely based, because after learning like half that shit was not true, I'm like, damn, they tried to really make him look like I don't know what the word is, but they really they made him look dumb in the movie, like he didn't know nothing, and like he was just like in this he was in a bad situation, but like he was in this really terrible situation and they came and saved him, and you know, white savior movies are already a problem, so for this to all come out, it's sad. I felt so bad for him. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to give that man a hug. So
yeah.
sad.
I feel like, I have a lot of feelings on this. I'm gonna try to shorten it so I don't, because we got a certain amount of time. But I feel like they made him seem like he was an idiot.
Yeah.
But they try to make it seem like they taught him football. He was already playing football. Also, you see a 6'5", 300 and some pound man or boy who's athletic as hell. That looks like a cash grab more than like you're doing a favor. Because you didn't do a favor to just like any old black kid. You did it to somebody who has potential to go to not only your university that y'all got him to go to.
I was about to say that they were very adamant of him going to.
That y'all also donate money and do all this stuff with the university. Y'all also can see that he might go to the NFL. He has potential. This man had schools recruiting him. Like SEC schools, Alabama, LSU type of schools.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
And he was not struggling with intellectual disabilities.
He was not. They
pretty smart.
Him. And I'm not saying he came from the best situation, because he didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had a poor upbringing, like Mississippi. Like,
right.
Poor. We know this. But the way they displayed it, the conservatorship that they had him on and led him to believe that he was adopted. It's crazy because like the book doesn't mention the conservatorship. It mentions adoption a lot, but he was never adopted by them.
Yeah.
They've made so much money off of his name. Like, that's crazy to me. They're
I
doing
think it's like, what did you need a conservatorship for after he turned 18?
because these people are cash grabs.
Yeah,
And I'm not saying they didn't even love him. I'm sure they loved him,
for sure.
but they also were going for the money.
The intentions
They're-
weren't pure and genuine.
no, because it was really like genuine. They would have got a kid who's like poor,
Mhm.
but like 5'8". There's like a lot of
That's
those
the
kids
raw
in
potential.
Mississippi.
Uh,
There's a lot of those kids, but they went for the kid who is 6'5", 300 something pounds, athletic,
mhm.
pro potential, not the 5'8" kid who's struggling in the hood. That there are plenty of them, mind you. Like it just doesn't feel right. I hate white savior movies.
That's so sad. I just feel like when people make these type of movies, they need to be getting like the actual people involved. I know some do, but like, because this movie would have never been made if he could have just been like, this did not happen. And you know how they like, it's always inspired by true events. It's never like, this is really what happened. So I guess we got to take that with a grain of salt. But I could just imagine, because Blindside was a big hit.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
that's a big movie. So I could only imagine like the world just like eating this up, and you're like, this is not my fucking life. Like, this is
Imagine going into the locker room,
right.
like players like they like bringing up like you let these white people do this to you and all type of stuff. Like that's got to be crazy.
Yeah. And it's not just because I'm sure he would have made it perfectly fine without them. And I'm sure like he would have been fine. So them doing this conservatorship was purely selfish intentions. This was
I
not for
don't because I don't see the reason that they needed to do that.
Mhm.
Like people keep saying like, oh, he was about to be 18, blah blah blah, and all that type of stuff. Okay, what's the reason for doing the conservatorship? He
Right.
wasn't like it wasn't like he's a harm to himself. He wasn't a harm to society or none of that type of stuff. What's the reason other than money?
Yeah. That's
Like
it.
I don't see any other. There wasn't any like history of a mental breakdown or anything. Gosh. Anyway, I gotta move. We gotta move on for I say
But
something.
real quick though, because conservatorship is crazy. I feel like more people need to look into that because that movie, I Care a Lot, is very, very telling of how conservatorship is very manipulative. I hope a lot more people look into it because that is not okay.
Didn't she get shot at the end of that movie?
Mm-hmm.
Just
Spoiler alert.
been out
But
for years.
conservatorship is not necessary for people who don't need it. I don't know how these people keep getting approved for shit like this, but it's sick. It's a sick game.
All right.
I feel for him though. I wish him all the
I'm
best.
glad he made enough money in the NFL that he can like live. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? That like they eating off of him. Don't get it twisted, but like at least he doesn't have to rely on like sympathy from everybody to make money. He made his money. He had a good career.
Yeah.
Super Bowl champion, made money. So shout out to
Got
my
a family, settle down. But yeah, I can only imagine. And then like hearing all the shit come out now, like the family trying to defend their actions, it's crazy. They can't just
you know what
oh,
they're not defending? The conservatorship. Because why the fuck they do it? Like
mhm.
they're not doing none of that. They're just saying we took him in and they said, oh, we'll stop the conservatorship. Yeah, that movie came out like 10 years ago.
That is a grown man.
You was already wealthy. You was already wealthy,
already got the pocket. All
and you
right.
made more money. Everybody was getting paid off of that, like 200K.
That's
Get
crazy.
out of here. A year. The little boy
I'm
was
like,
getting
did they
paid.
put money in his pocket for the movie?
I don't know. Even if they did, they shouldn't have got nothing.
Yeah, that's his story.
Also, before we move along, Sandra Bullock and any of the actors in that movie do not have to apologize for taking the role. I don't know why people are telling her she need to give her Oscar back or whatever. She did not do these actions.
Right.
She read the script. She did the script. Y'all got me defending a white woman. You know I don't like doing that. But come on.
Come on now.
It is. Come on.
I really can't believe they was blaming her. Like, she did not create this movie.
She didn't do nothing but read the role. That's it. Like, this seemed
Lost
like
her husband. Like, this is not like, people have no fucking empathy. She just lost her husband, and now the whole world is saying, like,
give
oh,
back your Oscar.
your
You're
Oscar.
terrible.
Let that woman grieve in
Like,
peace.
you actors don't get that many chances of taking roles. And I know we know the big time actors, there's so many actors that don't make it. If this type of role comes across your plate,
You're gonna take it.
take it.
Yeah.
It's simple.
It's phenomenal. I'm sorry. I love Sandra Bullock. She did phenomenal.
And I don't even think Sandra Bullock can act that good, but I'm not gonna pile on her right now because she's going through life.
Yeah, continue.
We're gonna move along.
Sorry, no Sandra Bullock.
We're gonna move along to the random man in Atlanta.
Oh Lordy, Lordy. Lordy. I gotta watch what I say on this one. I gotta really watch.
So there's this person named Morgan. Shout out to her.
Shout out to Morgan.
On TikTok, who was basically telling her story of how she got pregnant by this guy and she was protecting his image, calling him random man in Atlanta. Whole time, he's basically like talking to her. She's coming to the internet. Every time he says something to her, she's coming to the internet and just voicing her opinion. She's giving us the day-to-day life of somebody who's a single mom. Yeah. She's just, I can explain more, but like that's basically what it is. She protected this man. She protected his image. Yeah. It's very key. She was protecting his image.
Never showed a picture of him, never said his name, nothing.
Like, he's from Michigan. She said random man in Atlanta. She didn't even say where he was from. She said where he's at. There's so many random men in Atlanta, okay? Let me tell you. There's probably so many people in Atlanta who got a whole bunch of baby mamas.
Yep.
Tell you. And she kept his name out. You know what I'm saying? And this guy got on the internet and started talking. And that's when all hell broke loose. I want to shout him out for giving me one of my most successful videos.
No, honestly, that's iconic.
Yeah, I've never had so many women on my side. I felt like
I'm not gonna lie. When I saw the number of comments, I was a little nervous because every time I read your comments, they were crazy. This one was nice. I'm like, okay, people agreeing, people support.
And you wanna know what the crazy thing is? I posted it before we get back to it. I posted it because I couldn't sleep. So I clicked on I just went through the whole story. I was already following her because I thought she was funny.
Yes, I was watching. I didn't realize that was the same girl. I was like, that'd be like holding her baby. Like, yeah. I didn't realize that.
I was like, oh, she's funny.
Yeah.
But I was like, let me catch up on all this drama because it kept popping up on my thing, and I couldn't sleep. So I was like, and then I was kind of sick, so Aisha slept in the living room because I was sick. So I was like, well, I can't sleep. Let me just record a video, right? And I was like, I'm not even cutting my light on. Like this, I was like, I'm not even cutting my light on for this. I said what I said, and I posted it, charged my phone. I woke up and I was like, uh-oh.
You'd be nervous.
And I was like, what did I say? I was like, I'll be saying wild stuff. And I was all like, oh my gosh, there's like 300 comments on this video right now. And I'm like, because I didn't see it until 10 o'clock because I had a work meeting Friday morning. So I didn't see it till like 10 o'clock. I was like, what is going on? Like, oh, it's doing some numbers.
Yeah, people agreeing because they know that's some trifling ass stuff.
But I guess I don't know if I did a good job explaining. I'm sure everybody.
I feel like you basically she just if you are actively on TikTok, people come on TikTok and do their story times. She was doing her story time about how he did her wrong, did not give any identifying information respectfully, and he came out and identified himself and exposed himself, and then all his baby mamas, which is crazy, that was even crazier, started popping up. And Morgan learned that she's baby mama number 7. Yeah. And she did not know about these women previously.
So, okay, I'm going to let you go I'm gonna let you give your thoughts because I actually want to hear your perspective. 'Cause obviously mine's already out there. Um, why in the world do people think that she knew of all of these
Right,
women?
right,
If
right.
I
That's
haven't noticed, this man has a pattern of
mhm,
dating girls who are like 18, 19 years
my
old,
little mom's
and he's about 13, 14 years older than them.
30s.
As somebody who's dealt with women, you can, I don't want to say this, but you can manipulate younger women way easier.
Mhm.
They are not going to ask the questions like, do you got any kids? Do you got any of that? Because
Even if they do though, and you could lie, and if you're not in the same state as them, and like it's not hard.
that's
Like
true.
it's not hard.
That's true.
But
But
I
like the people, hold on, like the people who are saying like, "Girl, you should have known," and all that type of stuff, and cut
yeah.
it out, cut it out. Don't blame this girl for that action, okay? Especially
Yeah.
black men who are on this app. We were doing so good, okay? We had a couple solid weeks of nobody doing anything stupid. Since the Kiki Palmer situation, we was up. We was good. And here y'all go, cutting up again.
No, that was fun. Um, yeah, I think people failed to realize like she was like 18, 19 when she met him. Very, and it's like I could hear people saying like, "Well, you shouldn't be doing blah, blah, blah at that age, anyways, if you can't, whatever." But it's like if you're that young, I just like growing, you know, at 18, 19, your mindset is nowhere near where it's going to end up. Hopefully, it's not going to be, you know, as you get older. So I can only imagine the amount of shit this man was telling her.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. Like he probably was just laying it all so beautifully. So then I'm sure when she found out that this nigga has multiple baby mamas, it was a shock to her because she didn't know. And I think people need to be a little more kinder because
Yeah.
that's to leave someone 30 days after they done had a baby, your baby, is crazy to me. It's and to live with another woman, your ex is mind blowing. I'm like, whew, these people just
And you could have avoided all of this if you would have shut the fuck up. Like all
yeah.
you have to do is shut the fuck up.
And Morgan's so funny too, the way she's like, "Ooh, yeah, they you can't eat me up." She's like, "The internet can't eat me up. This man did already ruined my life." I'm like, "Oh my God," and it's so sad. But I really hope her and all the baby mothers are thriving. Um,
They
Beautiful
could,
women too. I was
I was like, bro, you have
every
a
one
fight.
of them I've
I
seen.
was like, and I'm like, and they like all different shades. I'm like,
Yeah,
you
he
really
had some
like.
diversity up in
So we
there.
can't say he don't like black women.
He had some diversity.
You know what? Nope, we can't say that. He lusts after black women. He do not like them.
Treat black women. You don't treat any woman
You would
like
not treat
that,
no.
but
I don't,
especially you don't
you
treat
would
black
never
women
treat
like
a black woman like that if you loved her.
that. Yeah,
But
no, that's
now, well,
his justification. Like Morgan's crazy. Morgan's this. Okay, but you left her with a baby 30 days after a C-section. Is That's crazy. You moved her out of the town she was in. You left her alone with
crazy,
her parents and just left. And
crazy.
like he can't just say sorry because he's not sorry. He's
Left
like,
all his stuff.
"Mm." You know, crazy. Just leave your shit
She
and
was
up
renting. She
your
was
life.
renting out a whole like unit for him, like a place for him to like keep his, bro. Like,
Wasn't planning on coming back. He knew it. He knew it, and I felt so bad for her. And like, there's so many women who have situations like this, and it's like, and people are like, stop having babies by these bums. Sometimes they are disguised.
and also, again, in that situation,
Oh,
stop blaming the women.
right, that too.
Like, if I'm in a situation, right, and the girl is doing, I got custody of the kid, and she's like trash. Why are you gonna blame me for
Yeah,
her actions? we did it together. That's true. But
Mhm.
it's two people raising a kid,
Yep.
not just me. And she's trash. If it was Morgan was the bad one, the internet would be killing her.
Yeah.
It would not have said to the dude like, "Oh, watch what you lay down with." They would not have said that. They would just.
And like this whole time I haven't stopped him from seeing his child. And she could have been like, don't ever try to reach out, like to even still have that open line of communication. She didn't have to do that. So
He ain't gonna go see his kid. He got like.
right. But I'm just saying, so they can't paint the picture of she's a bitter baby mama because she did. She said
He said, "I am a bitter baby mama."
she did say she was bitter. I'm like, wait. But she's not stopping that man from seeing his kid.
You know what though? Like I want this. We need to normalize being bitter.
Mhm.
Certain situations you can be bitter. Is one of them situations because if somebody do me like he did, and then I found out that this person that I thought I loved
Mhm.
has all these kids and is going to live with his baby mama or girlfriend or whatever it
I
is,
don't think it was his baby mama. I think this was just an ex
like
girlfriend.
you living there, meanwhile you knocked me up and left. I have a right to be bitter. I'm
Hmm.
sorry.
Hmm.
I'm sorry.
That's
Certain
so
situations
hurtful.
you have a right to be bitter, and it's okay.
Mhm.
Like people get on the internet and act like their life is perfect and all that stuff. You are not.
Mm-mm.
You have a right to be upset over certain things.
That's crazy.
You're human.
I pray to God I don't ever be in a situation like that. Men are crazy.
I pray I ever if I ever slipped up and got somebody pregnant, they did not turn out to be the worst type of person.
No, honestly, because that's scary. Because that's someone you're raising a child with.
You're stuck for the rest of your life with that person.
Mm-mm. So I
Like
wish her all the best, all the fucking best. Because
I'm buying some merch though. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna give me a shirt.
yeah, random man in Atlanta.
I gotta get like rid of all my shirts are starting to like I don't know. It's like I need a refresher.
Mhm.
I haven't really bought t-shirts in like a while, so it's like all older shirts. They
Uh,
starting to get that like smell like under the
yeah,
armpit.
that will. It's time.
It's
Get
like
rid of
yeah, I'm about to rebrand all my t-shirts. Like
that.
I just ordered some. Um, Also, this isn't a promotion. TDE they do a mystery pack. Y'all should get on that.
Is it of clothing?
It's clothing, three shirts, and three random items.
Mm.
It's a good deal. I did it twice.
On what? On their website?
Hmm.
Oh shit.
And you put the size of the shirt and what you want and everything.
Okay.
I did it twice, and I got good things, different things every time.
Mm.
Good deal. I got Sir's CD, I got two J Rock CDs, and then I got Isaiah Rashad CD. I got a hat, I got a keychain, and then I got 6 shirts
Damn.
because I ordered two.
Are they all different pricings? Or they're
It's
all like one standard price?
it's like it was. I think I paid 40 something.
That's not bad at all. For
The
three
first time I the
t-shirts,
first
for
time I
one
paid
would be
more.
like 40.
The first time I paid more, but this last time I paid 40 like two.
Mm.
And I'm like, oh, that's great. My shirts be costing 25 by itself.
Like three t-shirts.
But all right, I have one last question because I don't want to end with shading a black person. Even though he deserves exactly what he's gonna get. Actually, you know what? We can end it right there. He deserves what he's gonna get.
He deserves. All right, we're not ending it on anything positive.
You be negative, you get negative, you trash ass nigga.
But I do want to say I wish all the baby mothers the best, and I hope they have the support around them because that's embarrassing. That's
It's
embarrassing
embarrassing.
for
Like
your baby daddy to be up on there.
he got on the internet and then
Ugh.
he had to come out
I've been
because
sick
he
to
got
my
on the
stomach.
internet. Like it could have just been Morgan living her life. He got on the internet, so they had like
Ellis,
they
that's
had to
a
get on
jealous ass man. He did not like the hype she was getting.
clout.
Mm-mm.
Nigga, clout is the worst drug. They do anything for clout. That song by who is it, Cardi B or Offset, whoever song that is. Like that song is like so true. Like do anything for clout.
Yeah,
like, clout is a crazy drug.
So gross.
And that's why, like, oh, another thing too, on TikTok is starting to piss me off. Because some dude called me boy.
I saw that. Oh my God. I was gonna message.
I didn't respond because
I reported the comment though.
I reported it, and guess what they told me? Nothing was wrong.
What'd you report it for? I reported it for harassing and bullying.
Me too.
Oh, wow.
No, I reported it for harassment and bullying, and they said nothing was wrong with the comment. And I'm like, see, this is that bullshit, because when I respond to these people, I get warned. I get my account warned. I'm about to get my account deleted pretty soon if I get another one of these things. So I got to stay off. But I'm dedicating every Tuesday to me going off on one person.
My God.
Every Tuesday, one person is getting
every fucking Tuesday.
This Tuesday, there's this dude who's talking about why he don't date Black women.
Oh, Jamal, stop. Don't waste your energy.
No. Every Tuesday. I need to get it out. So one person is getting it a week, and he's that person. Because how
you're limiting it to one person.
Yeah. And I haven't been responding to negativity. Mm-hmm. I've been doing pretty good. So my account stays good. But yeah. I just the double standard. Like if you put like white on your stuff and somebody reports you, flagged. I call somebody a coon, flagged. Nigga could call me a boy and I can't. And he doesn't do nothing wrong.
Yeah, and it was like something. Did he tell you shut up, or it was be quiet? It was something.
Be quiet, boy.
It was something very.
And I said, oh.
Yeah. So like if you go to the profile, anyways.
On the profile, and I was trying to and then I looked it up. I was trying to find like information on them.
I thought it was it looked like a fake profile.
It's one of them profiles that people make because they don't say nothing. Mm-hmm. And I don't respect those type of people. Yeah. It gets no respect. If you can't even put your face on it, like you don't even have to put your face, but you don't have your real face. Oh yeah, you don't have your face. I don't respect it, but you don't even have the decency to post your own content. You just go on there and say racist stuff.
Yeah.
Stand on it. If you're gonna be racist, stand on your racism. Mm-hmm. Stand on it. We can't do nothing to you anyways.
Right. Clearly. TikTok is
racism. But this has been the Harris Show.
I love her. I was like, all right, that's it.
I try to end it with the random.
Sorry.
But shout out to Morgan. Go buy her merch. Support Black businesses. You feel me? Support the other baby mamas if they have anything out. Support us. You know what I'm saying? My Venmo is in the bio. And we'll catch y'all next time. Peace.